What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back. Another episode of Turn Up the Mic. I'm Chris. I got Roy in the building.
What's up?
What's up? What's
How you
up?
holding up today, man?
Yeah, boy.
So, fucking Jersey Shore, man. I was just expecting
You watched
Buddy.
it?
Yeah, my wife put me on.
The new one or the old one?
The new one.
Where they came back?
Yeah, the
Okay.
family vacation.
I don't follow it.
I'm not. I haven't seen maybe the two last season. The old ones with my wife seen it since the beginning.
Damn, they came back and they're on different seasons. I thought it was just like a one and
No,
done.
they're like on. It just came back. It comes back next week. This
That's
week was
wild.
like MTV always does like the pre-episode of like the recap and the future of before the
I
season
hate
starts.
that.
But I just thought of Pauly D because he goes, yeah, buddy. So when you were like, yeah, I was expecting buddy, and then you're like, yeah, boy. I was like, oh, killed it.
I got that from I forgot Ronnie Coleman. I don't think
Okay.
you know who that is?
Nope.
He's a bodybuilder, super big, but he has like a high pitched voice. So when he lifts weights, he be like, "Yeah, buddy." So yeah, big inspiration, man. He's pretty good.
It's
good
crazy
guy.
how like the voice doesn't match like what you would think sometimes.
Yeah, for the most part.
Especially when it comes to like athletes.
Yeah,
You see him in an interview, I'm like, man, you high pitched talking shit on the court like that.
people
I'm
that
like,
sound like they look definitely Anthony Davis.
yeah,
Anthony Davis sounds
LeBron
like
too.
yeah. Anthony Davis sounds like
Anthony
those
Davis.
trolls, those big trolls. He sounds like he's a giant. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Can you find like a tall person that doesn't have like a voice like that?
Not off the top of my head, because
Because I don't,
Tall
I,
people are
I don't
becoming
want to say
extinct.
big, like muscular, but like
yeah,
they're just like
Just
big
tall people.
bodied, like
yeah.
Because Yao, him, Shaq,
The
like
guy that was in the movie with Keanu Reeves, tall guy. I think was he Boban.
okay, yeah,
Boban sounds like he looks.
Yeah,
Like everybody, just tall people. They just have that tall
Yeah.
person sound.
like Shaq sounds like Shaq.
Shaq does sound like Shaq. Yep. But yeah, got a lot of stuff to get into. You know,
Reminds me of
just
the playoffs going on right now.
just
you know?
some sports, some music. Yeah, so the Portland Nuggets game just ended. Portland is they got the win, so they're 2-2.
Nice.
I thought they were 2. I was talking to Victor. We thought they were 3-1. I was like, damn,
No,
Denver's out of there. But that's good. I like how these series are shaping up to be entertaining. I was surprised that Celtics won yesterday against the Nets.
it's
I didn't see that coming.
Besides, who is it? The Bucks, right?
Yeah,
Just Heat's. They're just not ready for it.
they
But
got swept. I think Victor
no,
was saying
it's 3-0, isn't it?
they already played, right?
No, they played yesterday, so they play again.
I thought they got swept.
No, wait.
So
Are they over yet? Are they over, Victor?
I
Yeah,
thought
they played the early game today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Vic-
they played early game today.
yeah, Victor said they played earlier. So they were the first team out of here.
But besides that, it's hard, man, in NBA in the playoffs to win like 3 games in a row, 4 games in a row, even in the early rounds.
I mean, I
Besides
guess.
that, no one has every matchup. Both team has wins. Every matchup.
Well, now, yeah. I was expecting the Celtics to get swept by the Nets just because of their season.
Well, actually, when we did the predictions last week, last week,
Mhm.
I said they would get swept. You said they were losing 5.
I was just saying that then.
So now it's holding up.
Yeah, I accidentally was correct. Yeah, it looked like they were out of here. I was looking at it. So the Suns, they lost to the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 2-0 right now.
It's 2-1.
2-1, yeah. Who else lost? Clippers, they got a win from the Mavs. I didn't see them getting swept, so that's good.
I didn't see them getting swept. I wanted Mavericks to win for. It didn't surprise me Clippers won, but I wanted Mavs to win just for the heart, my heart.
Yeah.
First home game for Luka.
Yeah.
But man, when you have 2 scorers scoring like that,
Yeah.
it's hard.
I had Clippers winning the second game, not the first one, because they're playing home games twice in Dallas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had the second game being a win for the Clippers, not the first one. But that's cool. I'm going to probably go Mavericks for the second one,
Yeah.
and then that'll put them up 3-1.
Bro, KP, bro, he disappeared last night.
Yeah, he had 9 points. Tim Hardaway had 12 points. Maxey had 14. Luca had 44.
It's not even about the points for me for KP. Like on defense, he wasn't there. At that point, like you can't guard them. Like okay, they're bigger than you. Throw your damn body. Like
Do you
know?
think Kristaps is athletic, tall?
Yes.
So why does it feel like why does it feel like the fans are constantly beating him up or blaming him for the lack of success?
There's difference between being athletic, tall, compared to being a good defensive player. There's a difference. Like Dirk is a non-athletic tall.
You don't need athletics to defend somebody?
No, it doesn't define if you're good at defense or not.
I don't see how that makes sense.
Is Harden athletic?
What?
Is Harden, James Harden, athletic?
James Harden? Yeah.
Is he good at defense?
He's decent. He don't put effort on defense.
That's what I'm saying. Like KP, I don't think he just puts in there. Like
so you're saying you think he's athletic, he just doesn't put effort in on defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because honestly, being professionals, don't you? I mean, I have an impression that everyone could be good at defense if they put that effort. Like how would everyone in the NBA suck at? I don't know what I'm trying to say. Everyone in NBA can have good defensive plays if they put the effort in.
I don't know about that. Like smaller guards,
good percentage. If you're guarding the right guard, like you know the ones to twos, whatever. If you're guarding if it's a good matchup, if you put the effort in, you can have great defensive plays.
Well, if it's a good matchup, then obviously, yeah.
Yeah, but people still get burned. I just feel like it's just the effort, and that's why you have people that say they're better defense or not. I think they just put that better effort into it.
Yeah, and then Kawhi had 36, Pandemic P had 29, Morris Twin had 15. I just think Dallas just didn't have the supporting cast for that game.
They did
show up, which is okay. I mean, you're not going to have the same consistency every game, and that's what makes the playoffs such a exciting thing. So that's cool.
Even going up 2-0, if you thought they were going to get swept after 2-0, you really don't know. Like the basketball and like the Clippers, even though the Clippers weren't hitting, you just need a good game not to get swept.
Yeah, I have them going like a gentleman's sweep. I don't think they're going to win more than 2 games.
No, I think it's going to be I think Mavs will be in 6.
We will see. And then what else? Oh, yeah, Celtics beating the Nets. So it was 119 to 125.
Yeah.
Tatum had 50. He can't keep this up.
No.
Like, that's his best game. He's like the other Marcus Smart had 23. Tristan had 19 with 13 rebounds. Kemba Walker, like, does he still have COVID? I don't understand. He had 6 points with 8 rebounds in 34 minutes. Like, is he the KP of the team?
And that's the opposite too. I mean, not the opposite. For looking the other side, Blake needs to do more.
I don't expect anything from Blake. So Blake is past his prime. Kimba should be in his prime. I think that's two different paths.
It's still crazy, man. Like Boston, I don't know why Boston's not getting more, like, I don't want to say crap, but just more criticism. They have a very strong lineup.
They really do.
They should have been top, what? I don't forgot what they ended. Top 4. They're 7, 8.
I think they had COVID issues too, like the Heat did. So I think that prevented them.
Even when they were all together, I don't think they just played. They never lived up for the expectations of whatever they were.
This season, I definitely do because I had them coming out of the East.
It's a strong lineup. Like I don't want to say 3 superstars, but they have stars. Like what I mean. They have strong players.
Yeah. So that was wild that they won, but it's cool. I think they're going to get gentlemen swept as well. I don't think they're winning any more games. I think the next game is going to be in Boston, so that'll be interesting. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's going to be interesting, but I don't think that'll be enough for them to win another one.
But it shows you, man, watching the Nets game that to take the Nets out, you gotta take the balls out. You gotta take the ball out of James Harden's hand.
Yeah.
When he's not running it, they just don't look cohesive. They just don't look like the team you expect to win the championship when he's not running the ball.
Yeah, I think James Harden would be a good a good idea to try to stop him, and then whatever happens with KD happens. Kyrie, I don't really put too much stock into because we've seen him by himself. So, I mean, yeah, I think James Harden would be the key because he is the reason why they're seated where they're at now because everybody was gone and he was still hooping.
Yeah, and it's not even about like him scoring; it's about him running the point, like running the team. So, like, if you hold him to what you need to hold him to is just pressure defense and make him do turnovers. That's what's going to win you the game.
Yeah, and it sucks that he's with the Nets because like he's my top 3 favorite players right now. I just can't support him right now because he's over there. So with the games today, let's see. Well, not today. These are tomorrow's games.
There's nothing more tonight?
Not that I know of. And then we're dropping the episode after tomorrow, so it didn't really make sense.
We still got 76ers and Wizards today, and Jazz and Grizzlies.
Okay.
That should be a good game. The 76ers, I think, going to go up 3-0. Jazz and Grizzlies, that's turned out to be a better series than I anticipated. There's only 2 games in, but that's going to be a good series.
And then tomorrow you got, all right, so with your, let's do pick'ems. Who do you got tomorrow? Knicks versus Hawks.
Knicks versus, I am going to go Knicks, and this is for game 4.
Yeah.
So I know what we're talking about when we drop the episode.
Yeah, I got Knicks as well. Good series, though. These are two teams that aren't super competitive compared to everyone else, so it makes for an entertainment game. So that's good.
Trae Young is turning it up, man. Trey.
Yeah, he's
Trae
not
Young
a
is
dirty
doing his
player
thing.
like Booker. He's definitely showing like he belongs in the league, you know.
Yeah.
And then you got Lakers versus Suns.
I'm gonna go with the Suns on that one.
I got Lakers. Suns are getting gentlemen swept. There's gonna be a lot of gentlemen sweeps this week. And then Nets versus Celtics.
I got the Nets.
I got Celtics losing. And then you got
It's a
Mavs.
polite way to say you have the Nets to win.
And then
You don't want to say it like you got tongue tied. You were gonna say it, and you were just like, did y'all hear that? He was just like, nah. He's like, nah, Celtics are gonna lose.
Yeah, I got Celtics losing that one. And then you got Clippers versus Mavs. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go with the Mavericks. I think KP is gonna have like a 2010 game, and then Luka's gonna be in the 30s, and I just feel like they're gonna bounce back from that loss.
Yeah, I got Clippers losing that game and Mavs winning. So yeah, that should be a good game. I think that's gonna be probably the most. It's probably gonna compete with Knicks versus Hawks as the entertaining game of the day. I don't think it's gonna be competitive for the other two.
I'm just curious on why the Suns and the Lakers aren't switched for the Mavs and the Clippers when it comes to the time of the start. Since the Suns and the Lakers, they're both West Coast when it comes to at least the time zones and all that. When the Mavs are in the Central.
It's because the Clippers they can't play early.
Yeah,
they're divas.
According to
stats.
What's the name?
Skip Bayless.
Yeah. He's like, well, the first reason they don't like early afternoon games.
Yeah, so they can't play early. He can't wear a Versace robe given to him by Lil Wayne.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of things that go into the Clippers getting it right. So, yeah, that can't happen. So the Heat were the first team to get bounced out of the playoffs. Who do you think is going to be the next?
I'm gonna go with the Celtics. No, I'm gonna go with the Wizards. I'm sorry.
Damn, they're still in there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Wizards.
I forgot all about them. What is it? Did they won, right? They won a game?
It's 2-0, and the third game's tonight.
Yeah. Is Russ back or was he injured? Do y'all know?
It ain't gonna make a difference though, but
I believe in Russ.
I think so. I think he's there.
Well, he's like my top 3 favorite
He's
players.
questionable, which means
All right, yeah, they losing. Yeah, they might be the second team to exit the bubble, to exit the
it'll be
playoffs.
Celtics. It's Celtics or Wizards are the second team.
Yeah, it's going to be back to back. And then, let's see. So, the other question I had, so if the Clippers don't get out of the first round, what changes do you think you'll see happening next season?
I don't know, man. Like, there's that. Is Kawhi gonna stay?
What do you think will happen?
If they lose in,
The first round, so I said.
yeah, but
It's
a
like, who
difference.
wants to be a millionaire? You're reading the question.
I don't know. I don't know what the other contracts look like. Is Paul George there for another couple of years? Like, what's his contract?
What do you think, Victor?
With Kawhi,
Like with
What? No, in
with
general.
the Clippers, if they don't get out of the first round, what changes do you think you'll see next year?
man, that's hard to say because they already made a coaching change, right? Like,
Yeah.
so I feel like they've already kind of used that. I don't know. Could y'all see them like making another coaching change back to back, or do you think?
No, I don't.
You
I don't-
can't blame the coach 2 years in a row being a different coach.
The coach that was there before and after, yeah, and y'all had the same results, so it's not his fault.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Kawhi does end up going somewhere else. I don't know. It doesn't seem to work there for a lot of teams that you would expect it to.
Yeah, that'd be so crazy.
I would.
Can you trade Paul George?
Looking at his contract, I would think Paul George is out.
I would think, is he under they both have the same contract, right? They both end this season or something like that.
Optional.
Battery dying.
Yeah. Player option.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't see Paul George being there next season. I see Kawhi still being there, but I don't see Paul George staying there.
I think Paul George is more ring hungry than Kawhi at this point.
I think Paul George is more dispensable than Kawhi. I don't think Kawhi has a choice but to stay, legacy purposes. Like, what can
He's
you do?
moved too much to care about legacy.
He didn't move on he didn't go to Toronto on purpose. He picked Los Angeles.
No, but he forced himself out.
Yeah, but Los Angeles is where he wanted to be. So to go where you want to be and then leave again, I mean, that hurts your legacy.
Nah, I think I don't know if he's going anywhere or not. I think Paul George is out, but when it comes to legacy discussion, I don't think it's going to hurt his legacy.
Who's?
Kawhi doesn't even have much of a legacy right now.
Yeah, I think it'll hurt his legacy.
He's just to be known for being a great scorer.
I don't really think of him as a great scorer.
He scores so effortlessly, man. What do you mean?
I don't think of Kawhi as a great scorer. Like,
What do you think, Victor?
he's
agreed with me.
Why are you looking for people to agree with you?
He's agreed with me.
My God.
Watch.
Stand on your
Watch.
own.
Watch.
J. Cole
What
back
do
in
you
the
think?
league. He's on the 76ers.
What do you think, Victor?
I
Damn,
don't
you don't agree.
know. I don't know.
Nobody
say-
thinks of
you wanna
Kawhi
say-
as a
Bro,
great
he's a
scorer.
great scorer, bro.
Like, bruh, what? Okay, everybody that's a superstar on their team is a great scorer. That doesn't make sense. I don't agree with that take. Him being known.
Everyone.
Kawhi, in my opinion, when you bring him up, he's going to be known for his great defense before his scoring.
Does he still have his great defense?
No, he has like 5 bolts in his knees.
he
So
don't.
no.
So like right now he's just good for scoring.
Okay, right. But yeah, that's I think that'll be the biggest shakeup. Paul George being gone. I don't know what you replace with him, or if you try to get somebody before. Like, can you do sign and trades with the player option?
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah.
so
Well, it wouldn't be a sign and trade. You would just agree to pick up the option to be traded.
Okay.
You're not signing because you're already signed.
but it'll still be a 1-year deal with the other
Yeah.
team. But he would have to sign long term somehow.
I mean, an extension.
Yeah,
It depends on contracts and where he's at, but something like that. Yeah.
I'd send him to Washington for Westbrook.
I mean, honestly, for what he's done and what he's getting paid, I don't know why someone would do that. They might want to sign him for 2-3 years for
Who, Paul George?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to extend him.
No, like for what he's getting paid, I don't know if people are gonna want to pick him up for that price because he's
Paul
getting paid a
George.
lot.
He's a superstar. He's a bum. But yeah, I pick. Would you trade him for Russell Westbrook?
If the Clippers team stays intact and that's the only change,
Yeah. I don't know why you have to think about this.
no, I don't think it's gonna change their team
I think
much.
it would.
I don't think so. You're one of the few that speak really highly on Russell.
I've noticed that there was a point where I feel like his career, people's opinion about him has changed throughout his career. There used to be when he was with KD that he was just too selfish. Then there was a thing where he's just too selfish. And now it seems
hasn't
like
changed.
he's still too selfish. Yeah,
It
you're
hasn't
right.
changed.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And I don't understand how that is when you. It's selfish to get a triple double. How does that make sense? You know, I don't get it. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, I don't get it.
I'm not saying at all that he sucks or anything. I don't know. He's gonna end his career without a ring.
I hope not. He's one of the players that I definitely want to see get a ring.
Unless he does
What KD
big,
did?
not a big, but he does he takes less money and he goes to a team that's already established, doesn't need something, or just needs like they already have a couple stars just to help.
Yeah, he's had a rocky career in my opinion.
Yeah.
He was on the Thunder for a while, and it never felt like they gave him the piece he needed. He got Paul George, but I mean, you see what Paul George is worth in the playoffs.
I feel like I need to see more from Russ on how he can be a role player.
You got that when he was with the Rockets, though.
With the injuries and with how Harden wanted out and all that, he didn't really develop into it. He had a lot of time to shine by himself.
Well, you said a role player, so if he's by himself and he's the best player on the team when it's just him, how's he gonna be a role player?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I need to see that of him because whoever he goes to, he's gonna want to run the offense through him, isn't he?
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
I'm just saying.
I thought he's leading the league in assists right now, right, or something like that. He had an assist title, I thought.
He could. I don't know who's.
So I mean, I think Russell Westbrook would be good as the role player, like as the key piece on the team. He just needs better talent around him. Maybe get another player to Washington, and then him and Bradley Beal run
Man,
it.
that's crazy. Before they were in their prime, the OKC, Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook.
Yeah. And then KD went hunting. And then what else did I have?
James Harden first. He left first.
I mean, he was a six man. That shouldn't have impacted the team.
So, but I'm just saying he was the first piece to move.
He had to. And then, do you think the Kardashian curse is transferred to the Jenner's curse?
Are they dating someone in the league that I don't know about?
Cool. So I say that because it was recently reported that Devin Booker and Kendall Jenner were spotted leaving the hotel following the Game 3 loss to Los Angeles. Do you think that curse has been transferred? Because they're down, 2-1 right now.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's hurt again. LeBron and AD are now clicking. Is the curse still alive? Because you saw what happened when James Harden was dating one of the Kardashians, and they broke up. He became a superstar.
It wasn't like that exactly.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you ask me, I think the curse is still alive.
I mean, Christian Thompson won a championship while he was dating Chloe.
I thought they broke up.
I don't know. I thought they were together.
No, I thought they broke up.
Yeah.
They tried running his name through the mud because he had two fans on the couch with him in a hotel. But I mean, you can try, but superstars will survive. But yeah, I think there's more to it, but we'll see. And then with the MVP conversation, why do you feel like we're still having that conversation even though it's a regular season award?
I haven't really heard them talk about it at all.
Well, people are still talking in the chats and on TV. They're still talking about, is Jokic still MVP? And I don't understand why that's a conversation. In my opinion, I think he is. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess there's no. What do you think, Victor? Before I move off this topic,
For the Jokic for MVP?
Yeah.
So I wanted someone to agree. You wanted someone to argue with.
Yeah, I just wanted to see what they were
You
coming
want someone
from.
to argue with? Just say that.
I don't know. I never got behind seeing Jokic as the
Here we go.
MVP. And I feel like...
Don't feed into this.
Yeah.
Who do you have over him?
Well, I wanted to say Steph Curry, but I mean, my opinion kind of changed on that when he didn't make his team get to the playoffs. But before I was kind of thinking that it could have been Steph Curry. I really don't know now at this point. I feel like it's kind of hard to tell with all the injuries happening this year.
Yeah.
So did the playoffs then really change the mindset of that then?
Yeah, I feel like he had a lot
You
of
see what I'm
momentum.
saying?
I thought the narrative would be that he would bring them, from kind of a lower seed, like all the way back to the playoffs. And I feel like that was the momentum that would probably get him the MVP. But once he didn't make it, I feel like the narrative just kind of switched.
Because with that logic, Russell Westbrook should have gotten MVP because he brought them back into the playoffs and he averaged a triple double. I mean,
Other people call that selfish.
that's so dumb. It doesn't make sense. It's a triple double. Assists are in there.
It's the way he does it. It's the way he does it.
That's just at some point. It's
He's
just
like,
hater.
give me that board. Give me that board.
That's just hater talk. It's wild. But yeah, I don't know. I got Jokic in there. And then switching to music, I guess segueing from sports to music, J. Cole's basketball career has been put on hold.
Is it put on hold or is it done? He said he left. He's done. He fulfilled his contract. He's done.
He fulfilled his 3-day contract.
He's done. Those 3-game contract or something like that.
He put it on, from what I understand, because the way they said he fulfilled his contract, but they also said he put it on hold because he had to leave for family obligations. So I'm like, what?
Did he fulfill it or put it on hold?
You see how they worded it? It didn't make sense.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't signed many contracts, but I assume if you fulfill it, you're done. You did what you need to.
Right. And then they're like, he had to leave for FMLA. I'm like,
a page out of.
I guess J. Cole forgot he still runs a label. Like, bro, you're over in Africa shooting hoops. Fucking SZA might be coming back on the market. You better get back in the studio, try to secure that. It didn't make sense. But
Well, the games were here.
I thought they were in Africa.
I thought they were here because they were joint with the NBA, like a partnership or something.
I saw the Jordan logo on his jersey, but I thought it was in Africa.
I don't know.
I thought it
I
was
could have sworn they were here somewhere because it was something with the NBA.
because it was Rwanda. It was
No, that was a team I mean, yeah, it was a team from there. I can't look it up, so.
You don't got internet?
No, my battery died. I pulled a Chris.
Okay. It says, yeah, I'm worried again. But
But
yeah,
before you go to music, right?
yeah.
Fucking Manchester City, bro. Like, I know you don't know what I'm talking
Victor,
about.
do you follow soccer?
Yeah, I'm a
Okay, here we go.
Tottenham guy.
See,
that was gonna be hard.
I'm a City guy, and this has been for years. Not because they're in, they're in the actual game today, in the finals.
Wait, you said before we get to sports, but you're
I mean,
talking about
before the
sports.
music,
Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha.
bro. I'm hurt today, Victor, that they lost. Like we don't make it all the way, and Chelsea has to beat us. And
Is that a guy or a girl?
it's a team,
Oh
bro. Like I was hurt. Like Chris laughed in the chat, but he don't know soccer. But
no, I
Bro,
don't.
but like Matt, like City's never really up there, right? With that, I mean, we win the Premier League, that's different. But for the Champions League and of us to lose in the final,
Man,
it sucked.
I know that feeling because that was me a couple
Victor
years
don't
back
care.
with Tottenham and Liverpool. Like once you make it all the way to the Champions League final, it's just
Yeah.
it could be a while before you get back there, or it'll be tough to get back there. So
Yep.
that's a tough.
Is
feeling.
Champions League the playoffs?
It's like a
It's
It's group
football.
of-
Football is really weird to explain because
Soccer?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, soccer. It is football, but because like in one season you're playing with like a couple of leagues, so your games, points, and your all that they contribute to different brackets and whatnot. So, but
So it's like
yeah,
real life fantasy.
no,
that's
I mean
an oxymoron.
a win will give you points in whatever win that league that tournaments for, like Champions League or the Premier League. Like for the City, they're in the English Premier League.
Yeah, and just to qualify for it, you have to be in the top 4 for the Premier League.
Yeah.
And then so they take the top teams from all the different European leagues and kind of just put them in
Okay.
a super bracket, basically.
Yeah. So it doesn't even matter if you win, like you can still win like or be a top team for the Premier League or even win the Premier League. That you still might not make it to the finals in the Champions League because you still got to win other games to get the points to make it.
So are you in the same league every year?
Yeah, because it's the English Premier League. So those teams don't change.
So it's like the same division.
kind of, but it's its own league by itself.
The division is the league.
Something like that, yeah, something
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
But it has its own scores, its own points, its own system, and all that.
So how does the big league score points if the other leagues have different points.
Because
scored.
you'll
so
play,
they just take
you'll-
the top teams of every league.
Because you'll play teams outside of like the division per se, how you see it. You play teams outside it also to get points.
That's in the major one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's,
so do
it's
they just,
weird.
Do they just take the top teams in every league and then put them in the Super League?
You have to be a top team to even qualify. To
That's what I'm
qualify.
saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but you still have to do other things. But like it's been a while for City to be there and for them to lose. And so it's like the Super Bowl for me at least. People would say like the Super Bowl for soccer would be the World Cup, but that's every 4 years.
Yeah.
But this is like a yearly Super Bowl, I guess you would say.
So you sit down and watch the whole game?
Yeah. That's why I was MIA for a couple hours today. It was at started at 2 today.
I didn't notice.
So you tagged me, so whatever. Nah, that's cool.
Okay.
Anyways, City, you disappointed me today. Just want to get that off my chest.
Why you call it City? Nobody knows what you're talking about.
If you know football, you know what it is. If you know soccer, you know what it is.
I don't think a lot of people know soccer.
You'd be surprised how
2
many
out of 3
people
people
know
soccer.
That's more than
Yeah,
50% here.
I said that on purpose. But yeah, man, shout out to City though.
They have a couple of pubs around town where you go and watch. They have their
Bars?
pubs. The pubs around town where
This
they
ain't
actually
Ireland. It's a bar.
Their name is pubs.
Okay.
And then they're dedicated to City. That's where they have all their like. You can go watch the games. Everyone dresses up in
You're such
City
a hype
material and
beast.
stuff.
Pub.
So-
Okay.
That's the name of the place.
We're live on Pub Sports Radio.
Yeah.
This is a
Come
pub
on.
establishment.
It's a
You see?
bar. Bar sports radio. Nobody want to listen to that. Pub is just fancy. But anyway, yeah. Shout out to J. Cole, man. Looking forward to your return. He had them Kwame Brown numbers.
Bro,
Gotta be relaxed before I pop up on the thread. And then I guess what is it? Versus is coming back. Soldier Boy versus Bow Wow.
Is it happening?
The verses I didn't care about. Yeah, I guess.
Is a contract signed?
No.
Or did they send the contract like he asked? Or
This is like Bow Wow's time to shine. Apparently, I feel like he feels because people are like waiting on him. He's trying to milk it, in my opinion. So basically, I guess everybody's ready to go, but Bow Wow's like, I'll sign the contract when I'm ready.
well, remember the first tweet he was talking about was he told Versus y'all need to send a contract,
and then apparently they sent it.
Apparently, but what did Swiss say? You got to chill, King, or what did he say?
Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, first of all, you're older than me. Second of all, you're telling me to chill and then calling me king. That's like, relax, boy. Like, bruh, don't sun me. That's the newest way to sun somebody.
And then the next one was he at Soldier Boy. I do it when I want, basically.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, you can
wanna
be
do it or
replaced.
not?
We'll pull up Romeo. Nobody's waiting on Bow Wow. Like, honestly, I have Soldier Boy winning that.
I have Soulja
that
Boy.
versus.
And then looking at like the threads of the conversations that I've seen happen in different groups,
Yeah.
I haven't. Very, very minimal percentage thinks Bow Wow would win.
Yeah, I don't have Bow Wow. If it was with Bow Wow and Romeo, obviously it would be Bow Wow. Romeo don't really got a lot of hits. He got more ICDC commercials than
versus
hits.
of 10 songs.
Yeah, we had to abbreviate that. Throw in some Master P. But nah, I don't. I think Soulja Boy is gonna win. Honestly, I think Soulja Boy. I think I was telling you, he had a lot of hits happen in one point in his career. They didn't happen over a lifespan. But I think with all those hits that he has, was it 20? I think he could do 20. He's had some hits. He has a Drake feature.
He has 20 known songs.
Yeah.
So a majority of them are hits, but he has songs that never were hits, but they're known and you know it.
Yeah. The only thing that I think would hurt Soulja Boy is some of the songs are kind of repetitive, like Soldier Girl and then Crank That. Like, those are kind of the same song.
He can't throw them out the same time back to back.
Yeah,
you got to put a couple songs in
space
between
them towards the beginning and towards the end.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely got Bow Wow winning that one.
Bow Wow.
I mean, Soulja Boy.
Yeah, he switched quick, right?
No, absolutely no.
Once he signs the contract, he'll be on his side.
Yeah, no. And then DMX, his Exodus album dropped. You listened to it, right?
Yeah.
How many times you listened to it?
One full time and like half, because I was doing something, then I realized I'm already half through it again, and I changed it.
Yeah. I listened to it fully, then I bounced around. I mean, no disrespect, but I think this is the worst postmortem album I've heard so far.
Mm,
And it's
Juice WRLD's was nice. X's was okay. Mac Miller's was great.
yeah.
Um,
That sucks that we have all these postmortem albums.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Nipsey didn't drop.
No, did we get a? We got a Pop Smoke one, didn't we?
No, I don't think so.
I thought.
Yeah, Pop Smoke had
Yeah.
the one where
He had
people
one?
made fun of the album.
Remember
Oh
we did a
yeah, the
cover.
50 Cent one.
Remember the one that
No,
Virgil,
Virgil
the
did
cover?
it. Yeah, yeah.
And
that
then,
one wasn't bad.
And then they're like, "What the fuck is this?" And
Yeah.
they just changed it to the Rose.
That's so lazy.
That was good. I mean,
Terrible
that was
album
better than
cover.
this. Yeah,
Good album.
yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I think this
Man,
is the
that's
worst
sad, though,
one.
going through the list.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I know, but I was like, thinking about it. But now I'm like, damn,
Tear.
naming them and all that.
Yeah, and it wasn't. To me, it was the quality versus what they were rapping about and stuff. I think the substance in the album is good. I just don't know where they recorded it. Like, what studio was this?
One thing I always want to know when they have like their first album like that, the postmortem album is how much of it was it put together by the artist. That I want to know that always because it's always like, man, like, is this how they wanted to deliver it? Is this the structure they wanted? Or like, especially for DMX, like, I don't know how in the studio he was. So like, I want to know how much was this stayed on the hard drive and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think he was working on this album already before he passed. So
Because now to be
they
fair,
were talking about it for a while.
I was gonna say, like, it's almost been every year we've heard DMX is gonna release an album. It's just never happened.
Yeah, they're just putting it together. What I liked about the album is it felt kind of like Rough Riders because a lot of the Rough Rider members were on there. The only
Well, especially that first song, the one with Swizz and all of them.
Jadakiss was on there, I think. Yeah.
The Locks was on
Only thing I was disappointed about, on top of the quality being bad, I would have wanted Eve on here.
there. You would, yeah.
I'm surprised she wasn't. Because I was looking at it, and DMX was on two of her songs that were on her first debut album, and it would have been cool to have her on his last debut or his last album, you know, kind of like return the favor. But other than that, the quality was terrible. I didn't really get the raspiness of DMX's voice because of the quality of the recording. And even the Jay-Z and Nas verse didn't really hit for me.
It didn't.
Because it was bad quality. I don't know who mixed and mastered this. I know it wasn't
it
DJ
felt
Khaled.
Busy. Like,
Yeah.
the the song, my favorite song off it, well, I forgot the name of it, but the one with Griselda, where it was West Side Gun,
Yeah.
Benny Butcher, and then Conway Machine. His style really fit well with them.
Yeah.
Like that was really smooth. I like the song a lot, but it's not a song that would go on the song about his son.
Walking in the Rain?
It was sad.
No, I don't
It's
think that
not
was on.
one that was really that goes on a playlist, but it's one that you, for every reason, if you need to listen to something like that, you go to it.
Yeah.
But it was good, but it's not. It was pretty sad because you really don't get that type of message when it comes to it. It's more like, I miss you, or like, we reconciled and now we're good, or I'm sorry. But it was more than I'm sorry. It was like, call me, I want to see you.
Yeah.
And normally the message doesn't get to that point when other people talk about it. So it was kind of like, oh damn, like I know it wasn't true, but he even like did like a fake phone number there. He's like, bro, call me. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, I liked my favorite song I think right now is Walking in the Rain, where he's kind of singing, and that was like good DMX. He's done that before, and I was like, damn, they captured that pretty well.
I like the prayer too.
Yeah, he had that run where he was doing that too. I gave this album a 6.
That's about right. I want to know the song with Griselda. I forgot the name of it.
I don't remember.
But
Oh, and why was not Money Man? What's the other guy?
yeah, Money Man was on there.
No, that was
it Moneybag or Money Man?
Moneybag Yo. Why is Moneybag Yo on here? Like, really? For a post-mortem album? He's New York. Like, I feel like it should have been more New York inclusive, but for some reason Moneybag Yo popped up on here. Look it up on your computer.
There was some.
Oh wait, never mind. It just I don't know why he was on there, and it wasn't even a good verse for me.
Yep.
Moneybag Yo wasn't on there. That would have
Yeah,
been so
it was,
dumb.
No, Moneybag Yo was on there.
Money Man
Money Man
wasn't
was
on
on
there.
there.
That would have been so dumb. But yeah, I don't know why Moneybag Yo was on there. That
The
was
one with West Side Gun on that's called Hood Blues.
yeah, that was kind of random to have Moneybag Yo on there.
Snoop Dogg didn't really. I don't like that one at all.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a skip for me.
Yeah, there was a lot of like skips.
Yeah,
I'm glad Alicia Keys made an appearance. I mean, but Swizz.
yeah.
So, but
She's like, hey, what you doing? Come on in here. I need you to sing something real quick.
right.
But yeah, it was. They kind of dropped the ball with this one, and it kind of sucks.
And this is probably. I'm trying to think. Is this the fastest album we got?
Yeah.
After a death, right?
Yeah, maybe. Off the top of my head, I think so.
It felt pretty quick.
But he was already. I really think this album was already coming out. So,
You think so?
Yeah, I think that's probably why it was quicker.
But that's one thing I'm always curious on, like is how much of it was complete.
The Nipsey one. I think this is the longest we've gone without like a postmortem album from an artist like recently, because Nipsey hasn't. They haven't put out a Nipsey one yet.
Has it been confirmed they will?
I don't think they usually. I don't know.
X was confirmed. Mac Miller's was confirmed. Juice WRLD was confirmed. DMX was confirmed. They were all confirmed. They were going to do. One was going to be released.
Yeah, I don't know. Look it up.
I know we got a lot of features from Nipsey.
Yeah, we definitely getting more of that. That's wild, right?
Yeah.
And they sound very new. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I feel like they should have kept it more New York inclusive, just to capture that. It looks like Nipsey Hussle had 2 more albums planned out before his death. I'm not gonna read all that, so I'm gonna say yeah, they got it. They got it working.
They got it announced. Okay.
Sure.
What else have you listened? What did your like playlist or album list have for the week? What'd you listen to?
That Lupe lady, Lupa Dupa. What's her name?
Dupia?
Dupia?
Lupa, yeah.
Dupia. I think it's a remix album actually. I actually heard it. She did a song, Dua Lipa. How you pronounce this? Is this in Spanish?
Dua Lipa.
It feels like I'm butchering the name, but it looks like I'm saying it right. Dua Lipa. I was bumping that because I heard a playlist. I had my Apple on shuffle, and she had a song with the Baby, and it was pretty good. So I went to her catalog and I was bumping it. I was listening to Future Nostalgia. It's like a club version. I don't know if it's EDM because like you do EDM with shrooms, but it's pretty good. I like it. Like every song is dope, and she has some radio hits on there too.
The
that
last
I forgot.
album was really, really popular. Like it did
From
really
her?
well. Yeah,
You like her, right?
my daughter likes her, so
Okay.
I like. It'll be one of those you play the song, and be like okay, like I know it.
Yeah. So she has some good music. I'm probably gonna listen to her catalog after I finish it, but very good beats, very good. I guess mix. And then you had your little question about.
Oh yeah,
albums.
what
It's such a terrible question.
I like it though because like it made me think.
Okay.
If you had like 5 albums to listen to for the first time again, what would they be?
It's like something you asked like on a first date.
Nah, I was thinking about it because I was listening to an album and I'm like, man, like I want to listen to that for the first time again because the first time I listened to it, it was
Yeah.
like fucking mind blowing.
So I took my time and thought about this. Drake, Thank Me Later.
Mm-hmm.
Fireworks are going off. I'm like, damn, this is dope. Do you remember where you listen to your albums, like these ones that you're gonna go through?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was at Target, the Target parking lot when Drake came on, and I think it was the album that I bought.
Smoking out or what, in the parking
No, I
lot?
was
Like where do the parking
I was
lot?
leaving.
Oh,
SZA Control. I don't remember where I was when I heard that one, but
we need more from her, man.
well, yeah, I got her on the list. Mac Miller, the jazz album. I was,
Okay.
I think, with you and you suggested it, so I was like, damn, that's dope. Isaiah Rashad, same place, Pace Call Center area. Drought 3, High School. Yeah, those are the ones for me. Isaiah Rashad, I don't think I said. Soliloquy, I think that's how you pronounce it. Those are like the 5 that I would definitely replay.
We replay for the first time.
Sure.
I would say for me, Tool, 10,000 Days. That one, the first time I heard it was at home. I had like the the bass guitar on my lap, and I was just running through it. It was a burnt CD. I put it on, and bro, it was just mind blowing with that one.
I like Mesmerized from them and still this album.
Funny though, that's not them, but that's my next one.
Said,
That's not them, but that's not my next one. But System of a Down.
You said that's not your next one?
No, that's the next band, but not those albums. You got the bands confused.
Nah.
I was talking about Tool, not System.
Rich Paul.
So System of a Down, Toxicity is on my list.
Okay.
Hearing Chop Suey and Aerials for the first time is
Chop Suey is such a dope song name.
It is, but the transition in it, man, like that headphones on, and it was like crappy headphones too, because it was after.
That was
I was in school. No, I was
Candy.
at a friend's house for that one. We were listening to it. He downloaded the album.
Yeah.
We were listening to it, and then like that song, and then the transition came. Then Aerials played, and then as soon as Aerials did, of
Is
course
he the bald
you
guy?
do that.
Is that the bald guy?
No, it's Serge Tankum. The
I thought Serge was the lead singer.
yeah, he's. You're talking about the bassist.
You said Ariel.
Aerials is the name of the song.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So for that, Lube Fiasco, the Cool.
Okay.
That definitely got to go on
Just
there.
couldn't get that one out your list, huh?
Bro, like that's on there. Kanye West.
Oh, there it is. And I gotta look down.
Why?
No, I'm talking about that.
Which Kanye West album you think I have on there?
808s and Heartbeat.
No.
Okay, Jesus Walks. Damn, the trailer looks dope. I'm trying not to look at the
No,
TV.
like what? I don't know what album. So you think it's gonna be the 808s and Heartbreak?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you changed it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did, and that's
so you
why.
did.
That's
so
why
it's not
no,
808s and Heartbeat. You changed it to
no.
something else.
808s used to be my favorite Kanye album.
Until I said it.
No.
Okay.
For the last couple of years, it's really been
For
like
the last couple 5 seconds.
no.
Okay, buddy.
Damn, bro. Let me like.
Yeah.
It's definitely not 808s.
Okay.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That one.
Okay.
The first time.
I remember when that one came out.
Yeah.
It came out like a Thriller.
It was. He had a lot of like press for that. Not press, but like music dropping for that.
Yeah.
And I think I would want to listen because a lot of those songs are, especially Power, and they're played out now. They're so commercial.
I
Some
don't
of
hear
the-
Power a lot. I don't.
Bro, Power's like on every damn. It's in a lot of movies. It's on every damn Cologne.
Smell like alcohol.
Every damn like Cologne fucking commercial and shit.
Yeah, I don't hear it that much anymore.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
No. And then my last one would be Three Doors Down, Away from the Sun.
36 Mafia?
Three Doors Down.
Oh. What would be yours, Victor? I don't know if you understand like the concept of the question.
Oh, he knows. He gets it.
I didn't.
But you answered?
I had to think about it. I had like a
You
week's
see?
a
You
week's
thought,
notice.
So that's good.
Can you repeat the question?
Exactly.
All right. 5 albums that you would like to listen to again for the first time.
Oh man, for the first time. Shoot. All right. Well, I know my top one is just one of my favorite
It's gonna be one of
albums,
mine.
Frank Ocean Blonde. That was a really good album.
Blonde.
I
That's
remember hearing y'all
wild.
talk about, when you were
Okay.
like thinking about where you were when you heard that. I remember
Yeah,
I was
had to
just
help 'em.
moving into my into my college dorm when I put that on. So that's like that was
Okay.
a cool little
I
memory.
thought he was gonna
for
say
me.
nostalgia.
It
With
is,
the
like it-
no, like the album
Oh,
nostalgia.
No.
You
Dang,
uncultured.
that'd be cool too. But nah, for sure that one is like the first one that jumps
Or
out at me.
pyramids.
And this is
Yeah.
going to help me understand Victor's music taste because
remember-
I really don't know it.
Yeah.
Hearing Wolf, I was I
Wolf.
guess I was still in high school when that came out. I remember like Tyler tweeting it the day it came out.
Oh,
saying, like,
Tyler the
go-
Creator.
Go outside and like ride your bike, whatever. Like listen to this one outside. So
Okay.
I remember doing it like that, and that was
Mhm.
pretty cool. I had a good day with that.
Wolf
one.
was a rap album, right?
Yeah, I'd say it was pretty rap.
Like
centric.
Eminem type rap, where he's like explicit.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
that
that
was like
That was old Tyler.
yeah, that was his third one because
Yeah,
it was
something
before
like
Cherry
that.
Bomb, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was finding his
Damn,
sound.
those two jump out at me. Because of the internet, it's another cool one. I feel like I heard that
Yeah,
one.
he was
little
on
bit
a
after
run.
it came out, but that was cool.
I was in community college when I heard that. No, I wasn't actually. I don't even remember where I was because of the internet.
You don't remember?
What album is that? You don't even know.
Isn't it?
He's not for the culture.
I don't like that.
Childish
I don't like his
Gambino,
music.
right?
Gambino.
Bruh, what's wrong with
That's
you?
probably-
What's the album with Redbone?
That's Awaken
guy.
My Love.
This
Okay.
guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
That's my
Wow,
only
because
like.
the
That's my
internet.
only like. Because that's the one him with the button up like Hawaiian. Not Hawaiian
No, it's just
shirt.
him with his face
What's
looking
the
at
one
the
called
album.
with like he's the button up like Hawaiian?
I think that was like Bonfire or something like that.
No, that's because of the internet. With the,
That was?
it's actually it's in our green screen background right here too.
Told you
You
that's
can
the
see
one.
it's-
Huh. Okay, Roy.
You didn't even
Anyway.
know the album cover, and I did.
No, I don't. that was good. I like that one. I forgot where I was when that one came out. I was definitely thinking of
I
Camp.
remember when that math one came out. I remember where I was.
Do you have another one?
Yeah, another one. I remember
The math one.
The Life of Pablo came out, and that was actually the first time. Man, this is making me like. This is showing how young I am. But that was the first time that I listened to like a Kanye album, like
Really?
at release. Like you kind of follow like the whole rollout for it and all
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
And I remember the whole. You had to like have title to hear it. All, like that was
Yeah,
going on.
Did
Damn,
you?
I forgot about that.
Now you. Well, kind of. So I remember that.
No, it came
No,
out
'cause
two
I-
different ones, right? It was two different projects.
So the Life of Pablo came out, and I remember that I was one of the few, because he closed it down quick. You had to go to his website and buy it for $20, and he got the MP3 files. And then he took it
Yeah.
off the website. Then he put it on Tidal.
And then he did something on Apple too. I thought it was like
Yeah.
a different version
So-
on Apple.
I remember that I bootlegged it to like 5-6
guy.
people because I had it on the USB.
Yeah.
Because he took it off for like a whole. He released it for like an hour. Then he tweeted, "My music only be on Tidal from ever or something."
Yeah. Liar.
So, dude. So that one, I wouldn't. I remember that memory because
Yeah.
I had the files. I had to download the damn files to my phone,
Yeah.
and then I put on my headphones, and then the first song, ultimately being like, I was like, damn, like this is setting up the whole album,
Yeah.
and then it kind of like transitioned a little bit.
It was
but
a
I
good project,
It
though.
was a good project, but then I remember like just looking at social media. They're like, it's gone now. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was gone, and then I was just like, and then I was like, all right, well, I got my files, so I'm good.
Yeah. I feel like I did that with another album too, but I forgot which one it was.
But I remember that
Yeah.
I forgot that he took it off his website. It was $20 to buy.
Yeah.
He took it off his website.
No.
Then he tweeted, "My music will be on Tidal forever" or some
Yeah.
shit.
And then I think it was Life of Pablo, where he said he was gonna make little changes to the album
He did.
forever.
He did
like,
make changes.
like indefinitely. Like it was gonna
Yeah.
keep growing with time.
So I still have the original
didn't
audio
change.
somewhere.
Okay.
No, but he did change it
But
and he
songs
updated it
got
in all
edited.
streaming services.
But it hasn't like changed with time though. It's still the same album for the last few years.
after he updated it and tweaked it, the original ones are no longer on streaming services.
But he said he's gonna keep he made it
Oh.
seem like he's gonna keep like adding to it. He had that artistic lie that he told us, you know?
He's like Half-Life. He's like, I changed it.
Yeah.
Half-Life.
There you go.
But
That's a
no,
good
that
one.
was a good one. That's one of those, the memory on it, just because it was 2016, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016.
And that was the first album in a long time that I had to purchase and download the files to listen to.
No, I'm okay. I don't do that.
So, and then I remember I gave a copy on USB to like Marcellus and like 3 other people at work at Pace.
Yeah, let me. But yeah, that was dope. Was
Yeah.
that 5?
That was 4.
That
I
was
think.
4. My
Okay.
fifth one would be MF Doom, Mad Villainy with
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
out.
yeah.
yeah.
This is where I
Mad
defer.
Lib. But
That one is definitely a memory. It's up there, probably top 10. I didn't expect that type of beats when I listened to it.
I still haven't heard a full MF Doom album.
that was actually my first time listening to MF Doom. You know,
Yeah.
that was the first one I put on.
When did that come out?
Man, I don't even know the year it came out. I didn't listen to it when it dropped.
Same,
Oh,
yeah, I heard
okay.
it after, but it was like early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Yeah, I haven't listened to a full album yet.
I think I heard that like 2005.
Yeah.
That'd
when
be
I
a good
first-
one to start with, though. If you need to
Yeah.
put one on.
What's it called?
Mad Villainy.
Okay.
It's weird that that's like that's like a lot of people's like go-to album for him, or like his reference album.
Hmm.
When there's like there are ones that are much older than that's just as good now after diving into his catalog.
Yeah.
But that's a good album. So here's a question about do you think you can classify someone as not necessarily like a GOAT per se, because that's a very, I think,
Abstract.
loose term nowadays. But
That
okay, just
isn't
say.
though.
I mean, it's a very opinionated term. Everyone has their own opinion on goats now.
I don't think they're labeling everybody a GOAT anymore.
No, but everyone has their own opinion on who's a goat.
Yeah.
So, for me, for someone to be considered a GOAT, the first thing when it comes to album wise, right? You have
tried to define this, though.
You have to have senses that people can argue multiple albums in their catalog is their greatest album.
Yeah, we
Would you agree?
I think so. Yeah, but
Because if you think if everyone agrees that this one album's their great album,
well,
then they
everyone's
didn't.
not gonna agree.
But I mean, like an overwhelming majority of people agree this album is their best album, then they don't really. I don't really think they're a GOAT because they never really did anything better than that. Like Eminem, like Marshall Mathers LP,
Huh?
the Marshall Mathers LP, right?
Okay.
Overwhelming number of people say that's his best album. He hasn't done anything that great.
Sure.
What do you think is his best album?
I don't know, honestly. I gotta dive into it because he has, like, off the top of my head, I liked Encore, but a lot of people don't like Encore, so I don't know. Because after a while, with all of his catalogs, it starts to blend. So I don't know. I have to look into it because I like Eminem, but he's not like I'm not a big Eminem fan. You know what I'm saying?
So let's say Jay. A lot
Jay-Z?
of people argue different things. Different albums are his best album.
I think it's
Yeah.
pretty definitive.
What do you think it is?
444 and
Fourth is not his best album.
no,
It's better
let
than
me
the Black
finish.
album.
Let me finish. So 444 is definitively a great album from him, from
Yeah.
a lot of people. The Black album and one of the Blueprints. I think
Yeah.
Blueprint too. Those are pretty much
When it comes to
definitively
great-
his best
Yeah.
albums.
I think American Gangster 1 is a great album. It's not his
One.
best.
Why say one?
I mean, it's one of his
Oh,
great
okay.
albums. It's not the best,
Yeah, it
but
is.
it's a great. I didn't expect that for the movie kind of thing.
Yeah, he inspired Fabulous to do his little New Jack thing, and that was trash. But he inspired people. So we talked about this because we had this spurred out of the Rick Ross debate, where I was like, he's not a legend, and I think goats and legends kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
So we tried to do this. So I had like a minimum requirement to make the goat or legend thing.
There's separate terms, right? I see them as separate terms. You can be a legend, but not necessarily like a GOAT, because a legend has so much more than just being the greatest at like this song. I think a legend is consistent, doing for the community, bringing people up, stuff like that.
I think GOAT, in my opinion, are hand in hand. So like for me, I think to be a GOAT / legend, you have to have 2 classic albums.
Okay.
And you have to put on another artist, and you have to have longevity. I think if you hit all 3 of those, then you're good. Like an artist that people can say,
if you hit
put
all
him
3
on.
of those, then you can be a legend.
I don't see how you're not a GOAT if you do all that.
I don't know. That's why I'm saying like GOAT is such a loose term now. Like
I don't think
like
so.
I don't think you really should have more than like 3 or 4 GOATs in your repertoire that you would argue is a GOAT.
It doesn't make sense
Because a legend is not necessarily a GOAT in my eyes. Like all those things. So first of all, to be a GOAT, you have to first hit the benchmark of a legend. Okay. And then a GOAT, you have to add on to that. Did you bring more people on? Do you have more than 2 or 3 classic albums? Or how many great albums do you have beyond that?
I put legend above GOAT.
Nah, I'll put GOAT above legend.
Okay, that's debatable. But yeah, I don't know. Like right now, is Rick Ross the GOAT of Florida?
Of Florida? If he's pinpointed to Florida,
Because he's
yeah.
from Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can be the GOAT of your city.
I mean, but he's not a GOAT in hip hop.
It's
He's
hard-
a legend in hip hop.
It's hard to say, like, that's when it gets to being, like, that argument, like, nah, he's not because of this guy and that guy. Like, if you ask me, I think Jay-Z's the GOAT of hip hop right now. Because lyrically, he still has it. He's still putting on people. Well, I don't know about that. But he's still, like, doing stuff.
He did his time putting on people.
Yeah, he's still paving the way for people to become, like, greater entertainers or greater versions of themselves.
He helps out artists. And I think 444 was
444?
I mean 444. It's 444 because you have the time in there.
444.
It's 444.
Okay, you're uncultured.
He has the timestamp in there. But anyways,
AM or PM?
huh? It's abstract.
Okay.
That to me was his best album because it really showed like his mindset and like context evolved.
Right.
Like the a lot of people didn't connect to him, but he's talking about we had bars about paintings. Like he's telling you what he's doing. Like he evolved.
I
in
think
his
it hits
context.
people depending on where they're at in life.
Yeah.
So that's like when it comes to GOATs, I don't think you can put them like over everybody. I put them in quadrants. Like the GOAT of Los Angeles is going to be for me Kendrick. The GOAT of Canada and most of hip hop is gonna be Drake.
Thought you say Justin Bieber. You said Canada. So.
Nah, no, Justin's in a slump. Like I put them in quarters
me,
because
that-
it's too hard to like
But
put them
that's
above
what
everyone.
I'm talking about. Like, of course you're gonna have that when you separate it like that. Like that's just.
I don't think so.
That's ridiculous. You're just like 50 goals, 50 states, and then
Nobody
fucking
has
Canada,
50
51.
goats though.
That's
Like,
what you just said.
I said specific
You said Canada.
quadrants.
You said, what did you say? California.
Yeah.
You said Florida.
Okay.
Like you're literally breaking down the states.
All right. Who's the GOAT of Atlanta?
Outcast.
I would disagree.
Who?
I don't know
So who you disagreed with?
because I don't know
Okay, well you disagree. Then what's your opinion? Who's the GOAT?
because they didn't really put anybody on. They had a good run and
Okay,
they stopped.
so I'm saying, who's your opinion?
I think that seat is vacant.
So not only do you disagree, you don't even have a counter answer.
Nah, some answers are no answers. Like I don't think there's a Atlanta GOAT right now.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like that's why you have like freaking governors of states. You don't have like one United States governor. You know what I'm saying?
I just
It
don't-
helps make the
I don't
case.
think you say no so quick, and you don't even have an opinion on who.
Yeah,
At least throw up Ludacris or somebody.
fuck no.
I'm just saying, throw up
Fast and
somebody.
Furious ruined Ludacris's because if I say they're a GOAT, then that defeats the
That you have to argue it. You
that
have to
defeats
defend it.
the criteria that I
Yeah.
have. So that's why I have a hard
Yeah.
time putting them.
I'm
as
just saying, like
GOAT.
you broke it down. So who would be your GOAT of the? I mean, it's pretty simple, but Midwest.
Damn, that's good. Fucking, you got J. Cole out there.
You got Eminem. You have Kanye.
You do got Eminem.
Yeah, Kanye. You got
Big
Joe
Sh-
Budden.
Big
Nah.
no. Yeah, that one. I don't know if it's vacant. What? Like you got to be more specific. Like a
You got,
state.
you got Big Sean. You see, I
I
just
didn't
said
put- I
state, and then you
there's
just
other-
said
You
no.
didn't say state though. You said Midwest.
Oh my God. Okay.
You said Midwest.
No, I said you're breaking down the state. You're like, I'm not. Now you literally want me
What are you
to give
talking
you a
about?
state.
No, you said I was breaking down 50 states. I wasn't breaking down 50 states.
So who's the GOAT of? Nah, that's too easy. Then if I say
like what?
of Illinois, who are you gonna say?
Was that Chicago?
Yeah.
Fuck, you got so many options. You got Ray Schmurder. You got Common.
You got Lupe.
Who out there? Eminem. I go Eminem.
Eminem's Michigan. That's Detroit.
Oh shit, that you're right. Damn. Who up in Chicago?
Kanye, bro. Don't even
Common.
go there.
Common put on anybody? Lupe.
He put on Microsoft.
Logic out there?
Nah, Logic's Maine. I don't know if anyone can argue Maine. Oh, Wale. Wale's out there in Maine.
Wale could be anywhere. Wale ain't being no GOAT. All right, by default, I guess I got to go Kanye. He's put in the time. He's put out classics, and he's put on artists.
And
so
then if
he
you
meets my
if you
definition.
break it down per state like you requested,
And
Michigan has to go to Eminem.
Yeah, he's put on 50 Cent.
So
And he has classic albums.
what about a good one for
New York is a good one. No, it's not. Never mind.
Virginia, West Virginia, right? Yeah, West Virginia.
Bow Wow? I don't know.
Now you have Pharrell from there. You have Pusha T from there. You have Timberland. Isn't he from there?
It would definitely be.
Pusha.
It would
All
be
right,
depend. It would be depend between Pharrell and Timberland. Cause who did Pharrell put
Yeah.
on? Timberland put on Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
He put on Justin Timberlake. He put on. I want to say
It'll be
Aaliyah.
Timberland. I mean, Timberland's also in my
All right, it's Timberland.
Tim's in my goat list for producers.
Absolutely.
Like
His beats are still fire.
I don't know people that don't have him in there. They just don't. They don't know the range of beats.
But do you
he
put
has.
him as like a hip hop artist or like a producer? He hasn't rapped, has he?
I mean, a hip hop artist doesn't necessarily rap. Like they're in the they're in the culture. Like he does his thing. Hey, he was on that. He did a couple of things for JT. You know, he was like, you know, he had a couple of lines. You know, in songs.
But yeah, he's like, I love his beatboxing beats. Like those are
Yeah.
fire. Those hold up over time.
Yeah,
But anyway,
Pharrell's nice too. Like I can't say
who Pharrell put on?
NERD, bro.
Pharrell was a part of the group. Like that doesn't count.
He formed it. He's like, let's do
And
this.
why do you spell it? It's nerd. Like, nah.
All right. So who you got for New York?
I gotta go Jay-Z.
Yeah.
He
about
paved the way
Jay-Z?
for everything.
Then California,
Right now, I would go
just
Kendrick.
just in general.
In general, I go Kendrick. But
Damn, over Ice Cube.
I didn't listen to Ice Cube. No, I didn't listen to Ice Cube. And then like that goes back to my who they put on. Kendrick, did he put on TDE? I mean, were they really around before he started rapping? I mean, he didn't put them on like literally, but you know, he found them.
Who do you got for Texas?
Texas is hard. It's crazy because we're here, but I don't really think of a lot of people.
I don't think there's a lot. There's not a lot of mega star, but there's a lot of like good music, but within our like not border, but just within our culture here. What we know.
Racist, 'cause we border Mexico. You're gonna say border? I don't know. I think Texas is still vacant. Like you would think Travis.
Okay,
Scott,
so who you
but
say one
I
of
don't
the top
think so.
ones?
Travis is up there.
Travis is up there.
Yeah, he put on oh dude, Don Toliver, and he has a classic album, and he's creeping up on longevity. So, I mean, some people will say Zero, but I don't listen to Zero like that.
Did Zero put on Trey?
They cousins, so I mean, yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
because he came out after Zero, and they were like, yeah, they cousins and family.
Give him a line. He's my cousin.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Would y'all consider Beyonce for Texas?
Yeah, she's definitely Texas, but I don't
Yeah.
think she put on anybody.
Nah.
And then she's like not really in hip hop.
That's true.
She's more like transcendent. She's like a icon. Nobody's really icon status like that, so I put her as icon.
Yeah, there's very few icon status up
Yeah,
there.
she diamond
won.
card.
She's one.
Is Drake an icon?
Yeah.
I give him a year.
Yeah, he is.
But-
But Drake is icon for popularity, sales, and just consistent drops. Not necessarily like consistent, amazing, great music. Like
Okay.
Drake just drops Drake. Like you already know what to expect from him.
I really don't.
Has he evolved in the last
Yeah,
8-9? How has he evolved musically?
because he's put out songs that are more intimate, like Scorpion, where he was talking more about his son.
Has his beats evolved? Has
Okay.
his flow? His
Okay,
context?
now we're changing. I was getting to that.
All right, let's go. Let's see.
Like originally, he was talking about more of like heartbreak Drake. Then we started transitioning into more rapping Drake. Right now, I think we're more on the flexing Drake. Before flexing Drake, we got the My Son Is Here Drake. So yeah, I definitely get the
Thank Pusha T for
the
that.
evolution of Drake. So Drake had a kid with Pusha T?
Nah, like for make him talk about it.
Nah, I don't follow bums, so I don't know. But yeah, that's how I see like GOATs. I don't think you can have like, it's not like sports where you could be like, that guy's the GOAT. It's easier to have a GOAT conversation in sports than it is with like
Obviously
music.
not. We argue that more than hip hop with Jordan and MJ.
But
bro.
that's like, all right, if you're talking about active GOATs, like who's the GOAT right now actively?
I mean, my answer is the same either way. It's LeBron.
So
who's
I think
the GOAT
it's-
of all, who's simple all time and who's active. It's simple. To
And
me.
then even
It's
if you go
LeBron.
all time, it's literally a small circle. It's like MJ or LeBron. Or some people throw Kobe. It's not
Mhm.
really a big thing, you know? It's much smaller. And then even in football, Tom Brady.
But football, I think, is much harder than basketball because football.
But it's still sports, though.
Yeah, but football, the positions play a major role in like, in to be considered like a GOAT. Like, it's kind of a given right now. You would think it's a quarterback, but to me, you have to break it down to positions in football.
I mean, quarterback's probably the hardest position.
It is. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's not, but like it's hard to compare Tom Brady to the best ever linebacker because it's just completely different when it
But
comes
Tom
to
Brady's
stats and all.
position's harder.
It is. That's why he's the GOAT of. He's the best quarterback ever.
Is he the best football player ever?
He's not. He's not the most athletic at all. So
Wasn't the
I'm gonna
question?
say
Wasn't the question?
I'll take Randy Moss over him.
But Randy Moss plays a dependent position.
Yeah, but you act like Tom Brady can go win without people blocking for him in front.
He played with the Patriots.
You
They haven't
you
had
act
the
like he's
best blocking.
up there throwing the ball and no one's blocking for him.
I mean, are they elite blockers every single year?
No, not every single year. Did he win every single year? No.
I mean, okay, so all the years that he's won, he had elite blockers.
He had good defenders.
Were they elite?
Not every year. No.
So, I mean, I would say...
So, Brandy Moss, for his stats, did he have an elite quarterback every year?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
But that's why I say, like, to me, you have to go more to position when it comes to football.
I would go with which position is the hardest? Or, like, what player was the best at the hardest position?
Yeah. Tom Brady's the best at the quarterback, which is the hardest position. But
he's not the GOAT.
I don't have a GOAT in football that says he's better than every single player. I do positions in football.
That's how GOATs work.
I don't know. What do you think about that, Victor, in football when it comes to, like, saying GOATs?
Man, I feel like football is kind of a hard sport to, like, put it all on one player. I feel like you can't. I mean, I know it's usually the quarterback who would be, like the guy to carry a team like that, or at least it would be seen like that. But I feel like that just makes it harder to pick like one GOAT when everyone's just doing such a different job compared to like in basketball. Everyone's pretty much doing the same stuff, and you can compare them pretty evenly.
Yeah.
Okay. I agree.
Okay. And then golf.
Tiger Woods.
Does Tiger? How do they do it in golf? It's not trophies. It's jackets, right?
No, jackets is only for the Masters.
But
you have your tour wins and you have your what's it called? The
all right. So who's
the major wins? You
who's
have the
the
major
most
wins
accomplished golfer? Is it still Phil, the Phil guy? Because I know
you mean Jack Nicholson?
Yeah. Jack.
Yeah,
Nicholson.
I think Tiger is. Well, it depends because if you look at wins or if you look at majors, he has more majors than Tiger. I think Tiger has more wins than him. I could be wrong. I think Tiger has more wins, but Jack has more majors than him.
But it's not by a lot. It's like a close.
Yeah, but majors are hard. There's only 4 per year.
Yeah.
And Tiger is not that. Like, look at the Masters different from when he won his most recent one to the one before that.
So do you have Tiger or not?
Yeah, Tiger's the GOAT.
Okay.
Tiger's the GOAT for being no one in golf had a run like him. Like, he dominated everything in golf for like a 3-year span. No one has done that before. No one's done that after. You have people that are being, but dudes were scared to play him. Dude was like a video game. He
changed the game too. He made people work out.
He made people aware of golf. I wouldn't say it was a dying sport, but it just had its little demographic that people didn't like outside. He made it more popular. He put fans out. I don't want to say in the seats, but he put fans on the green. But like he transitioned the game. He's a transition player when it comes to golf, and he's easily the GOAT in my eyes.
Yeah. So pretty much with all sports, there's probably like 3 debatable GOATs max that you can have with anything. So as long as you're in that room, then it's a toss up.
That's why they have the Mount Rushmore, and you get 4 people.
Yeah. But yeah, before we wrap up, where can people check us out at?
YouTube to watch the video. If you want to listen to us, you got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, everywhere else you can listen to a podcast at.
Yeah. And it don't matter where y'all listening. Thanks for checking us out. It's Turn Up the Mic. Good night.